fall in Game 1. How important was it for you as the Game 2 started to really pick the team back up?
It's very important. As I come out, we're the home team, so I pitch first and I set the tone. If we have a quick inning, we come back, everybody's excited, we're going to have good at-bats with enthusiasm.
All right, you surrendered just 3 hits, got 10 strikeouts. What was working often for you, early and often in order to keep these hitters off balance?
A big part of it was the slider. Setting those guys off balance, getting ahead early, making them guess is what I'm going to throw. It really helped me out. Fastball struggled early, and then the big key for me is getting that changeup over to lefties, and I was able to do that very well today.
Yeah, it seemed as though you changed your approach for every hitter as you went through the game. Is that true? Is that something that you and the coaching staff work on in between innings, or you and Dowd, anything like that?
I leave the thinking to the coaching staff, but I feel like they did a very good job today as far as mixing it up as the different hitters came out later through the game.
Now you watched Brian Maloney go 9 innings in the first game. He surrendered 5 hits, did have 10 strikeouts. Is there anything you learned from watching a pitcher like Brian in Game 1 that you can utilize in Game 2?
Absolutely. He's the toughest pitcher I've ever seen. He battles like nobody else, and the way he mixes pitches up, it allows me to see how to work hitters. And the way he mixes in with his slider, just like I throw my slider a lot, it gives me a lot to learn from.
All right, and Ryan, coming into the game, you had a .53 ERA. You moved to 6-0. The ERA diminishes a little bit. Is that a goal you set for yourself before the season or anything like that?
I don't like to think of stats like that. I like to think of wins and losses as far as the team goes.
All right, thank you for joining us, Ryan. We'll have pitching coach Mark Fahy come in now, talk a little bit about both game starters. Coach Fahy, thank you for joining us here on the Ravens Sports Network. Obviously, Ryan just left, 8 innings, 10 strikeouts. Is there anything more you can ask for after a Game 1 loss from a starter?
No, he came out and he was pounding the zone, mixing his pitches up, moving it in and out well. I thought he did a great job holding down their top 3 guys early on, and I thought he set the tempo for us.
Now, like we said, you guys did suffer the Game 1 loss. Obviously, an intense game. Is that draining on a pitching staff or a coaching staff for you guys down there?
We had so many pitchers this year that I'm that confident that we're that deep. That the first game we knew that we kind of gave it to them, to be honest. And I thought we had a few errors in costly times, and I didn't think we got the timely hit in that first game. And I really wasn't that concerned, to be honest with you. I thought still in that 10th inning we were going to come back. I had that much confidence. But as far as the pitching, maybe Magoo a little bit when we brought him back was a little tired, but I thought we had enough in the pen to come back with whoever we needed to.
Obviously, when you say Magoo, you're referring to Kevin McGowan. McGowan did throw a third of an inning in the first game and a third of an inning in the second game. Is he a guy that you're going to look for, as the season progresses to come in the later innings for you guys?
Well, with Rob down right now, Nicholas, we're looking for that guy. And where Kevin was our 6th starter or 7th starter, he's a strong freshman. And why not give him a chance where he pounds the zone? He always throwing strikes, and that's the type of guy you want to come in late in games.
So Brian Maloney, unable to get the victory today, did pitch extremely well. What is the major difference, other than the righty-lefty comparison? What's the major difference between a guy like Brian Maloney and a guy like Ryan Thompson?
Oh, they're 2 different guys. You got one guy in Maloney that just works his off-speed stuff, works the ball in and out, and changes speeds with a great changeup. And then you got a guy like Thompson, who's a drop and drive guy who throws the ball 91 to 93 miles an hour with a vicious slider. And we're trying to get him to use his changeup a little bit more to the lefties. We're working it slow, and eventually I'd like to get it to the right-handed batters, because I think once he has that third pitch, man, we got a fireball there in that kid.